on. Welcome, angry faithful, to the Friday What the Hell, where we talk about political stuff that we found interesting throughout the week. Bill will be with us. Oh, there he goes. Can't he's trying to get into the show. He had a little bit of mishap with his
I
mic
restarted
and everything.
StreamYard. Can you hear me?
So hopefully Bill
Can you
comes
hear me?
back.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I restarted StreamYard.
Okay, every time that you have to you have some kind of hiccup, restart StreamYard, because this is like the third time this actually happened. But anyway,
To me or to other people on your show?
just to you, Bill. Anyways, what we're going to talk about right now is helping Iran. A lot of people don't the starting of the week, and we did a extra episode on Sunday talking about the the Iran thing. We kind of bombed the holy crap out of it. And the Ayatollahs, I say Ayatollahs plural, like, only because there's been multiples this week.
Every time last very long, do they?
No, they do not. I wish I could do a video that I found. It was basically, it's like, I am the Ayatollah, boom. I am the new Ayatollah, boom. And then like the third one was like, hey, listen, I just started this 3 weeks ago, and they told me to be Ayatollah, and boom. And the last one is like, I am the new Ayatollah. I get the message. And he just does a suicide vest.
Have you seen Jeff Dunham, who has Ahmed, the dead terrorist?
Yeah.
They I saw a meme of he's going to be the next one.
Yeah. That would be funny. But the beginning of this thing is what I was talking about last Sunday, when I was the only one able to get on, but I ended up finding some stuff. We come to find out, after everything was said and done for the last 48 hours, that there was Congress had been advised. They were able to get a hold of 7 of them, but not 8. And it's just formality, really. Everybody throughout the weekend was screaming out, well, Congress wasn't notified. He has to notify us, blah, blah, blah. Here's the small detail I would like. We heard from like a lot of the Democrats, some of the Republicans that act Democratic, or Democrats. There was one that we didn't hear one word from, though. I know you said you didn't listen to the news this that much this week, but did you hear anything coming out of Chuck Schumer? Because I've been trying to find it, and it's not there. He was one of the 8.
Yeah, I have. I can't recall.
No one can. I have not. I've been listening to podcasts and everything, and they were saying, I was like, this person said this person. No one said anything about Chuck Schumer. I had not seen anything about Chuck Schumer saying anything on Twitter. No, nothing. And he is the biggest opponent to Trump.
Yeah, working on it. Schumer has said a lot this week.
Okay. But as at that weekend,
That weekend?
yeah,
Last weekend?
he's been talking for the last 11 hours or so, just here recently. But that weekend, he didn't say a word.
Well, I mean, there's a reason there's a reason that the Democrats can't be told shit. It's kind of like,
Well, he did talk about the bipartisan war powers. Okay.
Briefing on Iran, and here's what I can say: it is so much worse than you thought. And this war. I just left a classified briefing on Iran, and here's
can
what
you
I
hear
can say.
that?
It
Yes.
is so much worse than you thought. You are right to be worried. Trump administration
So
is
so she just left a classified briefing and then gets on X to talk about it. What a bitch. Yeah, we can't tell them shit.
Yeah. 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 I understand that. But what there, I mean, they did try to fix what they said it was going to be to fix the problem, the Wars Power Act and everything, which it failed horribly. Horribly. It didn't even make it out of the Congress.
Well, is that the one? No, Fetterman voted with the Republicans on that, and I think Rand Paul was the only Republican who voted with the Democrats.
Yeah.
Someone needs to get a little pissant out of there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, no one, everybody went in. So I guess we can declare this a war, but there's no like congressional declaration of war. But no one's that whole wartime power act. It's gone. They're not going to reintroduce it. And there was something else that happened in Congress this week, and I wanted to talk about it too. But we'll go ahead and showcase some other stuff that I found throughout the week. I'm just going to do it like as fast as possible so we can get to the rest of the stuff. Now, this happened this week also. This was in Los Angeles. I'm going to have to cut the sound because of copyrighted and everything. This is LA right now, thanking everybody. They're giving flowers to the LAPD, thanking them because what Trump did this weekend. So there's that. If you don't think that the people of Iran are wanting this to happen, here's another thing that happened this week. We did hear that there were some service members that were killed in the strikes that happened. This is in where did they say this? This is in Erios in Tel Aviv. And again, I'm gonna have to. There's not gonna be any sound. I'm gonna describe the whole thing. It's in Tel Aviv, and they have an American flag, and they're thinking of the servicemen that passed away. They are leaving flowers and stuff, and thanking you for your sacrifice. These were the military personnel that were. It was a bomb at one of the Army, I think Air Force Base in Kuwait. Another thing that happened in Bahrain, because everybody that's in a circular of Iran right now, they're going ape shit basically. Qatar already asked United States for targets so they can bomb the holy hell out of them. This is Bahrain's statement.
اما اللي يشوف انه هو
Okay,
ان ولاء لايران اكثر من ارتباطه بالبحرين أنا أعتقد أنه من الأفضل له أنه يتوكل على الله ويعيش هنا.
Okay. This is the translation. As for anyone who is loyal to Iran outweighs their bond with Bahrain, perhaps they should put their trust in God and go live there.
Hey, I've got another one on the paying tribute to the American soldiers. You can hear this one. There isn't any music in the background. This is from Toronto. Oops.
Go ahead, Bill. Sorry.
This is from Toronto.
Oh yeah. There, it was at the U.S. Embassy.
U.S. consulate. And I think it may have been the UK where they tried to have a demonstration for Khomeini, and then they were overrun by patriotic demonstrators.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. There's a lot of them we can't play because they're playing YMCA in the background and singing to it.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of you look at that and some of it you go, is it real? If you pull up a video on X, you can click on the Grok symbol and you can say, is it real? And I mean, I did one a little while ago and he said, I'm examining the interlaced frames to verify it isn't AI. I mean, golly. So he will verify it for you.
Yeah. And here is, I think this is the crap one because there's two of them.
I know the British people and communities across our country will be deeply concerned about what this means for security and stability and for the fate of innocent people across the region, which for so many of us includes friends and family members. So whilst the situation is evolving very quickly, I want to set out our response. The United Kingdom played no role in these strikes, but we have long been clear. The regime in Iran is utterly abhorrent. They have murdered thousands of their own people, brutally crushed dissent, and sought to destabilize the region. Even in the United Kingdom, the Iranian regime poses a direct threat to dissidents and to the Jewish community. Over the last year alone, they have backed more than 20 potentially lethal attacks on UK soil. So it is clear they must never be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon.
Okay. And there was two of them. That one was the good one.
I've been watching even recently 2 different ones from news from England, and this is what they say about it. Muslim countries who are in favor of removing the regime: Jordan, Kuwait, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, and Bahrain. Muslim countries against removing the regime: Great Britain, France, and Spain.
Yeah. I saw that too. It's appalling.
He's placating the Muslims in the UK for the vote.
I wonder if that's the only way he's getting power. Look at Minnesota. I mean, honestly. Now I won't do the joke. That was a good joke. Now
Go for it.
Well, I was kind of upset at Trump when he bombed the Ayatollah because his wife was there. I'm all for getting rid of the regime, but I have no recourse for anybody that hits kids. kills kids. The Ayatollah's wife is probably 9. But okay. Anyways, I found it funny. Here's another one. Again, this is in a different language. So I'm just gonna read the transcript off of this. And this was actually it will give you chills if you understand. This is from a Iranian IRGC commander's daughter that she called this line, and we'll go over this. I'll go ahead and mute this, and I'll read it for you guys if you're just listening. I'm calling from the inside of the regime. My father is an agent representative force of the Islamic regime. I'm very scared and stressed. I can say my father is the same level as Rodan, the criminal. I just want to say one thing to the people of Iran, to the agents of the representative force: pay attention. Your commanders have packed their bags and are leaving. For me, who is his daughter, for my mother and every member of the family, they made forged passports with aliases to help us flee abroad. My father has hidden luggages of dollars in the house. They will tell me to appear. Let me go back on this one. They tell me to appear before the Hague court. I'm alive and a witness to the crimes my father has committed. He orders to kill people. Where should I go? I have photos, videos, and documents. We are not one of them. I was arrested for Mashab Anering uprising, and 3 of my it goes pretty fast. With 3 of my friends, but they recognized me, and my father came to release me. He hit me with a baton and stun gun at home. So I don't go, but they didn't release my friends. They were assaulted. Who can we tell? Let's go. About these pains. The damn guy is my father, but I hate him. I'm talking to you who are given a baton and a stun guns and the military guns. So you can kill their fellow citizens. Did you know if anything goes wrong, they are the first people that will flee? Yeah, we know they fled. They started from their houses. They essayed their children. Do you understand me? Do you know how much we suffered on my ruthless fathers? They forced us wear hijabs. They forced us to say prayers. Fuck their Islam. If I had the strength, I would have been the first person to kill him. I committed suicide twice. I was unsuccessful with both. My mother saved me. I could not bear this disgrace ever since I was a child. Hey, you, the agents of suppressive forces, put your baton down today and join your people. I'm your daughter. I grew up with her that dirty money. Shame on me. You are not guilty. You are a victim. This is coming from the people in the host. Hats off to your courage. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff, like first person stuff, that actually comes out that we really wouldn't get if it wasn't for the fact that that regime is going down. And I feel for that woman. Honestly, I do.
Well, here's one of my favorites. Well, not one of my favorites. I guess here is a good one showing an example of outfits changing
Oh,
over the years. And I have muted the audio on this. So
Yeah. Yeah, they look it's really funny. It was like 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, 70s, then 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010, 2026. Yeah.
and to show you kind of how much how far the UK has gone as far as placating the Islamist.
What is this? You have to describe it, Bill, because I can't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on.
I'm going to a new tab. Hold on.
Hold on.
Revealed the 67 dog breeds that could be banned in Britain. Is your pooch on the list?
Oh,
Because and that's true from the Daily Mail. They're looking at banning dogs in some areas because it's offensive to the Islamists. And I watched Starmer right after he made that announcement, or the next day. I watched him live on the floor of the UK Parliament, and I watched him for about he was probably on there for about 45 minutes. And the arguments back and forth, most of the British Parliament is for him not supporting America.
yeah.
It was really disgusting. And here, check.
They actually came out and did support America. The other one, it was Spain.
Well, he kind of supports it. It's
I
kind of.
remember this video too. Go ahead. And what's really
horrifies me to read that.
Oh,
And Jake is right.
hold on. Go back. I want to introduce on something on this. This lady that we're about to show you. What's funny about it is she was just supposed to come in for like the day, and she was basically what she was she was a person that was coming in, and she's not basically she wasn't the main cast. She was a special guest, and it's freaking hilarious. Go ahead.
It horrifies me to read that. And Jake is right. Our amazing armed forces deserve all the credibility. They deserve good resources. They deserve to have our full support. They deserve to be protected, for crying out loud. We were exposed out there. We knew that there was going to be war in that region, and we have left them undefended. And now France and Greece are having to run to our rescue. Do you know what? I've got a message, not just for this Prime Minister, but all of you, for the past 20 years, you have been self-indulgent. You've been naive. Your policy principles have had totally the wrong priorities. It's been about keeping your seats, gaining your seats, pandering to communities who will never vote for you, who do not have our interests at heart. You didn't stop those pro-Palestine marches. You didn't prescribe the Muslim Brotherhood. You didn't prescribe the IRGC. You were weak in support of Israel. You have sabotaged our self-sufficiency when it comes to energy production, concreting those oil wells, banning exploratory drilling in the North Sea. What on earth do you think you're doing? You're domestic terrorists. You're sabotaging this nation. You're compromising food security by attacking the farmers. Well, guess what? When international maritime shipping routes close down, food can no longer reach our island. Everything that this government and, quite frankly, previous governments have been doing for far too long now has been pathetic. It's been weak-willed. It has had its eye off the ball. It has been narcissistic. It's been about looking good in public. And at the same time, you have put Britain in a desperately precarious situation. You've flooded this land with foreign enemies. You have not secured our borders because of a pandering to out-of-date, not fit for purpose international law and treaties that belong in the dustbin of history, that defend our enemies and straitjacket our ability to defend ourselves. You have bowed down at the altar to every single dangerous perilous, pathetic and weak woke ideology out there, filling up your shopping cart, showering yourself in faux moral glory. Well, look at where we are now. We're not able to defend our RAF base. We are completely out of the picture, not trusted by our allies. In fact, they're having to rush to our defense. We got the highest energy prices in the world. And guess what? With the cost of gas going up 90%, we're going to be hit hard. Qatar, the one person who was supplying us with liquefied natural gas, well, they're not going to be able to anymore. And are we self-sufficient? Are we resilient? No, because everyone who's been in power just thinks war is a distant thing that won't happen to them. What is more important is rainbow lanyards and pronouns. You're pathetic. Look what you've done to this country, the lot of you, for crying out loud. Right, got that off my chest, didn't I? Let's speak now.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And yeah, she's not the only one. And I just watched Nigel Farage, and he was pretty ticked. They said it's what is it? Our bombers had to come 30 some hours from Missouri, where if they had come from Diego Garcia, I think it was 7 hours round trip.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't let them. So people say, oh, they're bombing our bases. So it's not that they're attacking other countries. They're bombing our bases, but our bases, we don't take over like in America. We don't take over. It's their sovereign land, and we are guests on their bases. And besides that, they're having to shoot over the country's airspaces. So that's a bullshit argument that people keep saying, well, they're not attacking other countries. They're defending themselves because they're only hitting our bases. That is the biggest bullshit that I've been seeing over and over.
Here's the thing, Bill. Okay, I know you're upset, and go ahead and just give me a couple of minutes so I can so you can cool down. Here's the thing: when we are at a different country, even I was like Spain and Britain are the biggest one, to where we asked, hey, we're going to do this action and everything like that. We need to land on the base. We got to land on our bases there. They disagreed. We said, okay. Basically, he was trying to figure out which ones that we could trust and go, hand to hand going, we can trust with information. Mark Rubio already said was like, we don't share information with Britain anymore because they are, they can't do anything. They give out information. Like they used to be like our greatest ally. Now it's kind of not. Now, another thing that happened over the weekend is Germany actually declaring they don't want migrants anymore. They're getting fed up. Okay, this is. I'm gonna.
Wir haben die Antworten. Wir haben einen Plan.
Okay, well,
Wir haben die
we have
Antworten.
the answers.
Wir haben einen Plan.
We have the plan. We have a future plan for Germany that will first 100 days of the government participation, close the borders completely, and reject every illegal and every person without papers. Clear message to the world that Germany's borders are closed. Dear friends, they are close. Support for the asylums switching in kind of benefits and not entitled but cut. So they're cutting funding for the immigrants. Large scale, and I must be honest with you, it is called reimagination. Then it's re-immigration. The right to assembly is probably upheld. Asylum. Oh no, asylum. God, let me get this.
Shall I read?
Yeah, if you can read faster. Hold on. Asylum is temporary. Go ahead, Bill.
Residence and ends when the reason for fleeing, no.
Yeah, see, can't
Yeah,
do it.
some of the words went off the
Yeah.
screen, but
Anyway.
are you familiar who that is? That's the opposition party, and I've been following her for the last AFD party, Alice Weedle,
Yeah.
something like that.
Weedle.
But yeah, they're trying to actually they've been trying to ban their party, where they won't even allow them to run. So it isn't that it's that she's fed up. The people beneath the surface that I follow are fed up, but the average German is still brainwashed into the immigration garbage.
Yeah.
Now that word, you mispronounced a word there. This goes a little remigration. She's talking about taking people who have already become legitimate citizens and associate with the Islamists and yanking their citizenship and deporting them. That's how bad. And we're heading there. We're heading there to where Americans, if this had kept up 10 years from now, Americans would have been fed up enough to be pushing that. But that's a word you hear from several different countries now, talking about remigration. So I love her. I'd love to see them win because they're the only party that's true conservative. The party that calls themselves Christian conservative, I think, is the name of the party. They ran and won, and then came out and he said, "Oh no, we're not going to stop migration." So it was kind of like Spanberger, but not as extreme. That he lied his ass off to win.
Yeah. Okay, and the last but not least, this is going to be the last thing we're going to talk about for this weekend. Latin America.
Oh,
have you heard anything about Latin America?
Well, I thought you was going to get into another topic, so I brought a prop.
A gnome? Oh yeah, we'll get into that.
You misspelled it. You misspelled it in your notes.
Yeah, I know. I did. The whole Katie gnome stuff.
Christy
gnomes. No, we won't talk about that, the gnome stuff, because we'll have to do it next week because there's so much stuff with it. It's kind of ridiculous because there's like 3 things. She was caught having an affair with one of her subordinates. That was a reason why she was reassigned. Another reason why that she was reassigned, she did a $220 million ad and gave the basically the money to her one of her close friends that was doing editing and everything. But
Corey Lewandowski.
yeah, I literally after seeing all that, I was like, I don't, because I listened to it all day today, and
well, there's another reason we shouldn't cover it yet, because she is going to be pushed into part of a organization called SHIELD.
yeah,
And Trump is making the announcement tomorrow detailing SHIELD. So that isn't even out yet.
Yeah, we'll do it next week then, because we don't even know what SHIELD is, and there's so much stuff that's going on with that whole thing. It's ridiculous.
Well, they're overlapping acronyms because they already have SHIELD used for the Golden Dome, and SHIELD is a process that they are having companies submit for bids, and the way they're allocating money to those.
Yeah.
This SHIELD is different. It sounds kind of like what she's doing with Homeland Security here, but doing it in other countries before it gets
Yeah.
here.
We'll get into it next week then, Bill. No big deal. But we do have some stuff that actually happened this week with one with Cuba. Today, in the city of Miami, the Cuban Liberation Agreement was signed, led by Orlando Gutierrez and Rosa Marta Pintia. The agreement envisions a representation to plurally translate the government to restore institution and lead the free and fair elections for the first time in nearly 7 decades in Cuba. Basically, from what I understand, both these people have come to butt heads in how Cuba should be taken care of. And okay, yeah. But this was coming off of from CNN. So this is happening this weekend. And Trump actually had a I guess a correlation for this weekend for the Latin America.
Using it in his second. And then he quickly turned to Cuba. He said, without being asked, Cuba is going to fall pretty soon, by the way, but Cuba is going to fall. They want to make a deal so badly. And I asked, how so? He said, they want to make a deal, so I'm going to put Marco over there, and we'll see how that works. But we're really focused on this one now, meaning Iran. We've got plenty of time on Cuba. Just more quickly.
Yeah, so
they are going to put Marco over there.
Yeah, Marco Rubio's going in. Who's he's a Cuban descent.
He's ready.
Yeah. Oh man, Marco Rubio is going to be depending on what they do for the next couple of years. I was like, last year was kind of Vance. This year is Marco Rubio. And I don't know what's going to happen with Rubio, but it's starting to look like they're gearing him up to go against whoever's going to try to on the Democratic side take the presidency next on the 2026.
Well, he's busy because is he going to run Cuba or
King of Persia? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, my uncle was talking about the Golden Shield.
Golden Dome?
Yeah, Golden Dome.
Anything you can get into, or
let's see if it does it. There, yeah. But another thing that's happening in the Latin America stuff is the president of Venezuela came out thanking Trump for taking away Maduro. Weeks after he bombed Venezuela and captured their dictator, she stands with is it Secretary? Yeah, Secretary Doug Burgum. Trump is turning out to be a masterclass in foreign policy. So
okay, I can mute this. I'll have to read it.
Oh no! They are.
And all the opportunities of working here in Venezuela. I also want to thank the President of the United States, Donald Trump, who in the middle of our meeting wrote a post, welcoming this working agenda between the United States government and the Venezuelan government. As we have mentioned and emphasized, the Venezuelan government is available to address concrete agendas through the cooperation channels that benefit both the people of the United States and the people of Venezuela. The secretary was also accompanied by a large and important business delegation. And working here in Venezuela, I also want to thank the President of the United States. Oops. Okay.
It wrote a post welcoming.
Well, we're repeating.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So to the person that when you piss off your allies with tariffs, now you start a war, you want others to join. Seriously, did you expect this is what he did? Jump started the whole problem globally. Bruh. Guess what? Everybody on our side is actually, after we dealt with it, I hate to tell you this right now, Bear 26, but you're a bot. I already know that. But yeah, you're ridiculously stupid. I hate to say that, and I'm not coming down to your thing, but I hate to tell you this right now. It seems like everything that he's doing as of right now, mind you, he could fuck up. It happens. But all this stuff that's happening right now, Iran wants it. The people that we're bombing. Now, the regime doesn't, because, well, we keep on taking Ayatollahs out like they're candy. Oh, you got a new one? What flavor is it? Well, we don't care. We're going to blow it. Okay? That's what's happening. I get people and all these comments, and I think I talked to you about it last weekend when we were off the air, that it's 80% chance that it's dead internet. Basically, these people are bots, and they'll pop in, do a quick, this is that, and it's rage baiting basically.
Does StreamYard have any bot detection capabilities?
No one does. Not even X. Grok can't do it. And the reason why they can't do it is because of the fact that it's not technically a bot. It's they started using AIs just recently, but what they're doing is they have like a wall of cell phones, and each one has like different not IP addresses, but different like email addresses and everything. And they have it set in, and they can attach themselves to like one area. But notice that it's at Bear 2026, and it's just a ridiculous stuff. Now, on Facebook, you'll see the name, but stuff like that on YouTube, it's kind of harder. But since it's Bear 2026, it's a bot. You can tell it's a bot. And usually I ban it unless it's something I can comment on and they don't comment back. I give it like a good couple of minutes, and if they don't keep on saying the same rhetoric, I'll let it pass.
Yeah, you know we wouldn't be able to get into that because I've delved into tariffs so much that I could probably go an hour or two on it.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
No, that's that's a waste for one little dick.
Yeah. Next week we'll go more on the Brennan Herrera win, because he did win District 23. So Bill can catch up with all that stuff so he can look at it. We are closing the show for the rest of the evening. Thank you all for listening. I'm David Dickerman.
And I'm Wild William.
Thank you all for watching, and love you guys. Every one of you that actually pays attention to us, because I seriously don't think that's actually real. And goodbye.